Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. And another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. Houston Rockets here at home, and an interconference matchup should be a good one. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
First trip to the line for him here.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks, shows you how special Turner's all-around game is.
And it's blocked. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside, Wall. On the wing, Green. Hits the three-point bomb.
He can get it done off the dribble or off the catch. Green is just a flat-out shooter.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concerned about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Yeah, and clearly he wants his guys to play with energy and aggression on D. Quick feet, sharp movements.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Here's Nora. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Turner. They can't stop the run with that one.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And the wide open shot from Green. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Wall, no luck. Pacers trail by 7. Pass to Halliburton. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the Dream. Hakeem Olajuwon. He doesn't get his due at times, but the Dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now the Rockets with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Latrey knocks down the three ball.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Now Wall. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. There's 42 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. The shot's good from Halliburton.
When he wants to, Halliburton can get to the hoop. Boy, he is tough to slow down.
Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Turner for 3.
He hasn't even made 1 point at this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get home.
There's Green with the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
It's stolen by Smith. It's stolen by Hield. Halliburton for 3. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was good.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Just stretching out the floor that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Here's Christopher. Pass to Marjanovic. Misses the 3. Now here's McConnell. Out to Turner. Hield outside. McConnell with it. 6 to shoot. Lots of room. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Pass to Marjanovic. Shoots a 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. A shot by McConnell, no good. Fast break, here we go. And the 3 ball is good. Christopher's got the lead up to 12 now for Houston. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Turner with the screen. Here's McConnell, and he converts the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Rockets leading by 8. Outside, Porter. Here's Marjanovic. From outside, off the mark. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Smith outside. And here's McConnell. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Indiana. It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
And the Pacers finished 25-57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pain.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a change here. And stolen by McConnell. Down low. Pass to Tice. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And last season, a tough one, Indiana, with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I loved how they approached the end of the season. Bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future.
The Pacers making a switch here. Here's Mathurin, guarded by Green. Indiana moving the ball around. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside, Wall. Into the lane. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And with that one, it ends in an 11-0 run by the Pacers.
Pass to Tice. Back to Halliburton. And no good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Outside, Wall. Here's Şengün. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Now it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed. And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Halliburton. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Pass to Şengün. Shoots. Rebound by Smith.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
That'll do it for the first half. The Rockets on top, leading by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. 19. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. All taking his time here. The 3. No good on that one. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. To the middle. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Pacers ball. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
A big like Turner just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
All with it. Lets it go from deep. Traps in the tray. Wall's got 6.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked. Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away, but boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Smith on the wing. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Clutch City.
And so John Wall nails both of them. And you mentioned it, looking at the accomplishments for Harden in Houston, I mean, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look, 8 seasons, and let's go down the list. 6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times, nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Well, yeah, and also the Warriors, they are tough luck.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right player. Pass to Mathurin. Back to McConnell. Now, here's Nesmith. Lock at 6. Here's McConnell. Over Smith. A shot by McConnell, no good. Rockets lead by 7. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Smith, left side. Over to the left wing. Here's Mathurin. And he goes in for the dunk.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Now Wall. 8 points for him. That's a 2 from Smith. Offline from the top of the key. Pass to Mathurin. And here's McConnell. Here's Mathurin. Guarded by Green. It's tipped. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
Pass to Mathurin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Mathurin's got 6 points in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Oh,
yes! You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Mathurin. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
For Indiana, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Just a terrific prospect. Mathurin gives this offense so many options, and he has the physical tools to be a great defender.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Porter looking it over. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. Hands it from downtown. And the Rockets lead by 7.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And
32.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Pacers trail by 7. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this is an advantage of having size in the backcourt. Halliburton using that length to cause trouble.
The Pacers making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now here's Porter. In the corner, it's Martin. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Martin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Halliburton. To the inside. Pass to Turner. Outside for Halliburton. Healed from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Outside Porter. Out to the wing. Here's Christopher. Tries a 3. The rebound by Hield.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
To the paint. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. In the corner, it's Martin. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now an 11-point Houston lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Left side, Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
Now, here's Marjanovic. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. That one good for 2. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter. Pacers trailed by 11. Left side, Halliburton. Good chance here for Turner. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Substitution on the court. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Smith. Şengün with the ball. And the shot goes in. And the Rockets lead by 11.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Here's Turner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. That's 10 points for Miles Turner.
And mid-range, a little outside Turner's comfort zone, but he gets it to go with focus on that one.
Here's Şengün. And it's sent back by Turner. Fades away. The Pacers pull it in. Pass to Mathurin. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston leading by 9. Now Wall. Outside, Green. Back to Wall. Houston moving it around. Here's Şengün. Good work defensively by Turner.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Nora. Got a piece of it. Outside, Green. Over Halliburton. No good off the back of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Rockets foul. Alfred Şengün. Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8.
And back in college, Halliburton was impressive, but he doesn't seem content to rest on past achievements. He's always trying to take his game to new heights.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wall. Here's Green. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off the mark from 16 feet out. So Houston wins it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to.
Rockets are out of Houston. And into an interconference game. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And with the road trip approaching, the Pacers will play the final game of their homestand.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A 2-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
They want this win bad. Trust me, whether you're playing a team 4 times or just twice, you never want to get swept.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Smith wide open, he fires. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
Now Wall. Following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner. Houston moving it around. Pass to Green. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Green with the jam.
Let me tell you this. If you've got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
Here's Halliburton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Back to Wall. Houston needs to get a shot off. And here's Green outside. Kept alive by Houston. Şengün, no good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Back to Halliburton. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the Pacers finished 25-57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
Now the Pacers with it. A shot by Nembhard, no good. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. And he thinks that cost him the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. So we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Sounds like to execute the plan, Greg, they're going to have to get that good shot selection.
No doubt about it, Kevin. If you want to shoot a high percentage in this league, you have to be patient, and you have to understand what quality of shots you get.
Well, that's definitely the strategy. Executing it, that can be a bigger challenge.
Here's Nwora. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And last season, a tough one, Indiana, with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I loved how they approached the end of the season, bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future.
Now, here's Wall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Şengün. Pass to Green. Fades away. The long distance 3 is buried.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
Back to Halliburton. It's tipped.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Wall looking it over. And Green now, top of the key. Fader on the way. No good on that one. So Indiana will take it the other way.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way. Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
Now, here's Halliburton. Indiana again missing.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Porter for the three. Hits it from three-point range.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Back to Halliburton. Will it go? That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Halliburton's got 5. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Yep, it counts. He has 7.
And the touch on Halliburton's shot really opens the floor up for him, letting him get to that mid-range.
Porter looking it over. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And Halliburton slams it in.
Getting out on the break. Nice finish by Halliburton. Great execution for the team.
And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
And Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks. Shows you how special Turner's all around doing it.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Outside Porter. Pass to Tate. Marjanovic down low. Crafty move. Goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Pass to Mathurin. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Marjanovic with it. Shoots a 3. Porter. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
McConnell scanning the floor to the middle. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
In the corner, Tate with it. 5 to shoot. Here's Marjanovic. Pacers with the rebound. Pass to McConnell. Indiana moving it around. Nice shot by Smith.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions, I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Neesmith can't get it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
A nice shot by Garuba. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Here's Mathurin. Now, here's McConnell. Releases. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Outside Porter. Here's Christopher. Misses the 3. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Neesmith. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Neesmith has got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers. There's a screen by Marjanovic. A steal. Here's McConnell. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers out in front. They're up by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Over in the corner, Turner. And it's off from 3-point range. Rockets trailed by 3. Here's Wall. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Nembhard. Inside, Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Here's Smith. Lets it go from deep. No good from the wing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Got a piece of it. Wall with the steal. 4-on-3 break.
Andrew Nembhard. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pass to Şengün. Fires for 3.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half. Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
This one for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart and kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
On the wing, Turner takes a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Substitution on the board.
Pass to Tice. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Tice has got his first points in this one.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Şengün. And he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he? Takes it off the glass. Matherin's got 8.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Here's Şengün. And he jams it with authority.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Şengün is a guy that works ultra hard at his craft. Being a bit undersized at the center position, you know what? That's what you got to do sometimes.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Pass to Mathurin. Not going to go that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Hey, Richard, how about Şengün? This guy stands out when he's out on the court.
Yeah, he sure does, all due to his work ethic. Plays quick inside and makes the most of his floor time. A couple more years and this dude could be a standout.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off McConnell. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Şengün. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now McConnell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Şengün with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to McConnell. Here's Mathurin, guarded by Green. And it's Mathurin missing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Indiana foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
You got to respect Wall's tenacity. This is a player who hasn't let injury slow him down. He always puts in a big effort and just pushes himself to give his all.
And stolen by Şengün. And stolen by McConnell. It's 2-on-1. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
It could go. And we've reached the end of the third. Rockets lead by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after.
41. Youth Dance Team.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Here's Christopher. Pass to Tate. Ibaka in the post. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
To the inside. Turner. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Extremely well put together in terms of body coordination. Ibaka pump fakes under control, then draws the foul.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
And he's able to get it back. 4 on the shot clock. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And he overshot that one, missing.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And they continue to control the glass.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the defender overcommits a little bit. Ibaka too quick for him on that move. Earns a trip to the line.
Ibaka. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. Pacers trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Halliburton missing.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Pass to Christopher. Here's Garuba. The Pacers pull it in. Halliburton outside. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession for the Rockets. Rockets on defense. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And he's such an efficient three-point shooter. Halliburton has an outstanding feel for when to fire from deep.
Şengün with the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
That doesn't go either for Halliburton.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Şengün. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Şengün hits them both. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it. But it was
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint. And he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it. But for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Halliburton. And Indiana, another 3.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
And stolen by Şengün. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Rockets. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pacers. And a wide open look for Halliburton. No good from outside. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Şengün with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Şengün with the bucket.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And the Pacers can't get it to go. And the Rockets with possession here. It's a 10-point game. And it's Houston with another.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
So Houston wins it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the